Hello.
Here we go.
Yo. Oh, you got me back here with the young Stam. You with?
Yes,
What's
sir.
good, boy? Yeah, I mean, we in here.
Sir.
How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. Thanks for tapping in with me for episode 2 of the check-in. Not sponsored by Grip.
Oh man, you got the grip daddies. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'm chilling for real, man. Just hugging a block, push up in the drop. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, how you been feeling, bro?
I'm good, man. Can't complain. How about you?
Man, I've been good too, man. Just chilling. I can't really, I like you want to just be, you want to say so much like what be going on versus what isn't going on, and you want to be like, this shit, da. Man, I can't complain, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in a space right now where it's like I can't complain. I mean, we want certain shit to be what it isn't, like, you know what I mean, what it could, but I'm trying like to focus now on making sure that, I'm looking at shit for what it is and being thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? Because shit could be a whole lot worse. So, man, I'm just thankful, bro. That's all I can say, man. I can't really complain about too much. My son growing. I got some food in the crib. You feel me? Only thing I don't got is some red wine right now, and I'm like, that's probably, if I could complain about something, that would be it. But other than that, man, I'm just catching a vibe right now, man.
That's
I
good.
can't call it.
Glad to see you're in good spirits. This shit could definitely be worse.
Man, hell yeah, bro. I don't think people really understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen something the other day where people had their own opinions on the vaccine, which I get. I totally get that. But you got people with, pre-existing issues that if they get COVID, it'd be worse than taking a vaccine. Like, you dig what I'm saying? So, um, for me, I understand both sides, but I also am just in a place right now. I'm thankful that for one, I done been around people who done caught COVID, like, you know what I'm saying, or who done had it and hasn't transferred it to me, so like niggas can't complain, bruh. Like if a motherfucker want to take the vaccine, let that be they shit. I'm tired of motherfuckers acting like, just cause they eat fruit every day, that make them better than somebody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to start accepting what it is and trying to do our part to make it change. So if you're doing your part to help other people is getting the vaccine, then do that. If you want to give a self-help book, do that. But let people just be happy for what they got going on, bro. Cause shit could be so much worse, bro. For real.
It really could, man. And like I'm on the side where I don't even really know because like obviously we keep talking about how COVID's like a worse flu. I haven't had the flu in years. I haven't had a flu shot since shit. I don't even know when. But
Right.
this because like I've read that, you know, vaccines usually take a long time to develop or whatever. This one they rush it, but then I read that, they really didn't rush it. Like they took something that they already had and developed it into what would help COVID. So
Yeah.
I don't even fucking know, man. I think it's
Yeah.
one of the things where you just got to educate yourself and do what's best for you. At the end of the
And
day, I think what will happen is that corporations will be the ones that will make it mandatory to take the vaccine if you want to go to a concert or some shit. Like, oh well, are you
yeah,
vaccinated? Like,
that's what's gonna happen.
what'll happen?
You know what I'm saying? If you want to enjoy all of this going to sports and you know what I mean, engagements and going to different shit, then you gonna have to fuck around and get the vaccine. I'm telling you, bro. And what they doing right now, man, is I think they gonna make that shit mandatory for jobs.
Yeah,
Like I really do, bro. Like if you work with people like every day, they're gonna say, hey, I mean, you don't have to take it, but we don't have to keep you on.
Yeah, right. Some
So,
shit's gonna change, bro.
yeah, some shit's really gonna hit the fan, bro. It really is, and it's gonna determine whether or not, and I'm all for the entrepreneur, but I'm all for the motherfucker that gotta go to work too. I think we don't talk about him enough. You don't talk about the person that really gotta go to work, that's trying to, like, they're going to work to fund their business, or they going to work to do this, but if you gotta go to work, then you got to take the vaccine. Then that means you got to do what you got to do to take care of what they call it, that 5 to 9 job.
Yeah,
So you work for somebody from 9 to 5. So what are you doing from 5 to 9? Like, you know what I mean? What are you doing to take care of your business? So
exactly.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm going to not take it right now. I still kind of am on the fence. But if it mean my job, I mean, I don't know, bro. It just depends on what's most important to you. Like, so I don't know, man. I ain't taking it to go to no club though. You dig what I'm saying though?
I'm not taking it just to go kick it and shit. Like,
right though, right. That's the point. Yeah. Like, if I ain't gotta take it, I won't. But I'm not gonna take it just so I could go to eat dinner and shit. Right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's different. So I don't know, bro. For real, at this point, motherfuckers just trying to duck the COVID right now. Still, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel it. For shit, man. Let's get some lighthearted shit, bro. Like,
okay, let's do it.
So what the series is like, so obviously I'm talking about homies and shit, people that I've known for a while. And I always want to start off with like how I met my friends and like how long we've been friends. It's like we have known each other shit like 10 years now.
It's been 10. It's been 10. I think what was it? Probably I think you and Ralph had to be freshmen, and I was in the 10th?
Yeah.
I was in the 10th, then my second year. I keep thinking college in like 9th, 10th.
I'm gonna start at college. So we'll start the story at when I walked into my crib that I live with Ralph. Shout out to Raphael.
Yeah.
I was in there rapping y'all asses off. And
to the Lemonade instrumental. I remember that shit, bro. We did the whole Lemonade instrumental. I bumped into y'all through King. That's what it was.
Yep.
Was it through King? Yeah, because me and King was smoking. He was like, bro, I know this motherfucker. He like for real. And then he kicked it with this other dude named LJ. And I'm like, all right, well, let's go fuck with him. And then I ended up going over there fucking with him. And then I found out y'all was from the Natty. And then we was just in a room with no furniture. Now, wasn't it? It was either just like a bed or some shit in there, man. They had the MacBook in there. He was like, bro, this the studio. I'm like, shit, we here cooking then. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think I met y'all spring quarter. And we started kicking it that next year when we came, when motherfuckers was back, motherfuckers was kicking it heavy, bro. That's when y'all moved to that house, wasn't it? Yeah.
Moved to the house.
The house was lit, bro.
Hold on.
That motherfucking house was so lit, bro. And I'ma just, nigga, talking like streetwear shit, that's when I was introduced into Supreme. Nigga, all of that shit. You was already on that shit, bro. Sure. SBs. Cause we both had the Miss Picky SBs. Niggas don't even know this shit, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the fucking
nigga, bruh. That's how I think it was, bruh. We both had the Miss Piggy SBs, bruh. I'll never forget that shit. We was listening to Cudi, rocking SBs, nigga. Talk about Kanye's and motherfucking Jordans and Supreme. Like, bruh, we was tapped in so long ago, bruh.
Early.
Man, listen, bruh. Motherfuckers have no idea. GarageBand tapped in years ago, bro. That's it, bro. That's the laptop, bro.
This is the
BBC, the early corporate shit. You know what I'm saying? Like 59 motherfuckers is, bro. DJ Drowsy shit, man. Come on, bro. Like
this MacBook holds very rare projects, songs that you and I have for it in the rapping. My first would be the Cool Taste, the Ralph Lauren project, man. This
man, dog, bro. Remember, bro, I'll never forget this shit. I remember, nigga, you shot my first video ever. We went to like some kind of motherfucking like Battlefield or something in Dayton, where like a battle was held or something in Ohio, like a Civil War location or some shit like that, bro.
The right Pat.
Yeah,
like,
some kind of right where they first, yeah, something where they first flew the plane, some shit like that, bro. You shot my first video there, bro.
On the
that shit
little
crazy.
Camera.
Yeah, bro, on the little shit, man. What?
That shit
nigga,
was hard, though.
That's when I really thought I was Currency, bro. What, nigga? If you motherfuckers would have met me back in 08, nigga, I really thought I was Spitter.
We were on our creative control shit early.
Bruh, early. So early, man. It just.
When I go back for the edits to this, I'm gonna drop that right in the middle, like the.
Bruh. Nigga.
Crazy.
Nigga, bro.
To see the progression, like, especially with you from when I first met you at the apartment, when we did all those recordings in the Mac.
Man.
I remember, like, we just kept fucking going. You kept fucking going.
Yeah.
You had you did a show at an art gallery in Cincinnati. I think it was 2012, I think.
That had to be, I'm gonna say.
No, like 24. I think it was like 2014.
That had to be like 2014, 2015, maybe.
So I remember I was living downtown, but I remember, like, that was the first time that I had really, like, seen you perform in, like, that type of setting with, like, all these people. And now we didn't know from school and shit. Like, we was tapped in early shit. And I was like, damn, bro, like, my man's really out here rapping his ass off in fucking art galleries, the shit that we had talked about years
ago, man. Years ago. That was such a dope moment. But at the same time, for real, for me, I'm at this weird space right now creatively where it's like I'm just so interested in expanding what I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like I love to write. I love to spit over the most dope beats. I love that. But at some point, it's like, now for 2021, when I'm gonna take it, see, I was gonna try to do the merch shit, which I might do that shit still, but I want to get into something else. Like, and I'm not really telling a lot of motherfuckers what I'm gonna do, but just know, like, it's more of hearing me. Like, you know what I mean? Creating almost like, so like if a rapper has a mic, I want to now start to spit on like a satellite version of a microphone. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Where like a satellite goes everywhere versus a mic just comes out of a speaker. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's my next love plot. But man, like, it's been a fucking very long time. And I tell niggas this shit all the time, bro. I be like, look, when I came back to Cincinnati, you niggas already was tapped in. Yeah. Like, all of these niggas who we hear that are like the quote unquote underground backpack rappers, the niggas was already, you know what I mean? Like, they had already had, like, oh, cosigns, this my nigga, he could flow, or this my nigga, he do beats, or this is such and such, or this is the guy, or this is not the guy, or this is whatever. Like, these niggas was already tapped in. So when I came in, like, I felt like I came in and kind of just like, everybody's in the corner, I kind of moved away from everybody and then went that way. Yeah. Like, where that's just who I've been. I've never been a kiss ass nigga. I always wanted to create content based on what I wanted to listen to years from now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't, and it just so happened that, you know, Currency and then Griselda, but if I really think about it, I've been rapping like these niggas
for a long
before anybody even knew who the fuck I was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and still as niggas don't know, and that ain't, you know, I don't care about that. I'm just saying, like, I've been doing that. So now that that's happening, it's almost seeming like I'm doing what they're doing. But I've been doing what, you know what I'm saying? Like not to be lame like that, but
if people went and, like, when people listen to you, I think they can see that because you listen to your earlier projects. Like, even when you, what's the one of the colors?
Oh, Vista. Yeah. That was Vista. Yeah.
Super, super fire to me too. And I think, like, even then, before then, like, you can see how, like, your sound just continue to develop. But when people listen to, like, the Griseldas and shit now, they can hear, be like, oh, but you was this.
Yeah, he's doing that shit too. But I've been doing that. Like, yeah, if you go back to that tape, or even go back to the Masters, or As Long As It Takes, I got a record called Day by Day, which is just the sample in a loop over and over and over and over and over. And like that's like in 2016. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've been doing that shit. It's just now that, you know, now I can create a sponsored post. Now I can, and then it'll reach. So I don't know, man. Like I said, bro, I feel like, I swear to God, I feel like I can make $100,000 a year off music with the right platform.
I think you
like I know I could. I know I could. I ain't gonna say I could do 500 yet, but you want to make your first 100 before you make 500. It's like when people say, how did they get their first million? You know what I mean? But I believe I can make $100,000 off music with the right platform. But until now, I'm just keep plugging away. 1,000 streams here, 100 streams here, 100 streams here, 100 streams here. Like I be doing like maybe between 100 and 200 streams on my music weekly on iTunes. And that ain't no gloat, but that just saying that's what I do on iTunes. Like I'm averaging 10,000 a year. So if I'm doing this shit basically me though. Like, you know what I mean? So I love to do it, and I'm probably not gonna stop no time soon, man, until I really feel like, yo, I'm 87, bro. I don't think it's gonna happen. You know
but I think it will happen. I think it's going to happen, because if you look at all the people that we really, really fuck with, that we grew up idolizing this shit, they didn't pop until 30 and mid 30s. Like,
yeah,
we young 30s still. We still got time, but we're at the point where now both of us creatively, I think we've done so much. We've took our steps. We've put in our time to now getting to like our identities and like how we really want things to be presented and being
presented to the people. That's a great point. That's a great point. That's a very, very dope point that you said. Like now we're both maturing in a way creatively that's like, now when you see Wayne Fowler, you're gonna get some vehicles, you're gonna get some samples, you're gonna get some, you know, you're gonna get that visual, you know what I mean? The clothes is gonna be layered right now, like, you know what I mean? Well, before you'll get the flow, but then the fit might be off, or you know, the kicks might be off, or the camera work might be off, and then just having that shit packaged so dope that you know when you get in Wayne Fowler, period. Like you can feel a Wayne Fowler project coming, and I think to your point, that's what makes what you just said so fire. Because now niggas know when Wayne coming, you know you're gonna get some quality, you know you're gonna get some vibes, and you know he gonna be spitting about something that's real, like that pertains to life right now in these very moments. So, and I think that's you absolutely right, bro. I didn't even think about it like that.
That's what so a few weeks ago I linked up with this dude that writes, he's a contributor writer for this hip hop blog.
What?
We were talking about using different sounds and everything. He started playing me his artists and shit that he works with. It's like a group. I was like, okay, yeah, like this shit's tight, like it's a vibe, but if you want some sound and some vibes and some shit that you really gonna fuck with, you gonna hear somebody rapping, you should check out my guy Wayne. So
okay,
there, bro. We just went.
Good luck, guys.
We went through your discography, and he was like, "Oh, like yeah, he's rapping," and he played songs back, like yeah, he's rapping his ass off.
Damn.
That's why I think like
I appreciate that.
We both know people who rap, and a lot of people are very good too. But I think there's a different type of rap in the way that you can put words together and metaphors, similes, double entendres, and just how to write a beat and create a song. Because people, yeah, cool, shit. I can rap. I could go over fucking beat.
Nigga, them Tall Boys EP is somewhere on that laptop, nigga.
We can like the ability to actually write something, craft it, perform it, have the presence, and to really create a song, a real fucking song that is fucking fire. I think it takes a level of talent. And that's what I see with you, man. Like I truly think that you are an amazing talent. You can really fucking do this shit. It's just only a matter of time, man. It's only a fucking matter of time.
Yeah, like I said, bro, and you know, I got another one in the tuck right now.
I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that too.
You know what I mean? Like I that's how I work though, bro. Like I have another one in the tuck right now. Only thing right now I'm trying to do consciously is I got my other song back that I was supposed to send to you, which mind you, I got to do that when we get off this call. And then also I got to figure out how I'm going to package it so that it makes sense. Cause I was going to drop it Christmas because Christmas is a Friday. And you know, I love dropping Fridays and Saturdays. And this is the first time I ever said this, but I love dropping when sneakers drop. I think like my album, I compare it to like sneakers. I don't drop on Tuesdays and Wednesdays when other people drop because for me, it doesn't hold significance. But like getting up early, standing in line for your favorite pair for me has always felt like something worth having. Mm-hmm. So that's why I drop my joints that way. But I'm done with the shit. Like I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do to promote it. You know, maybe throw a little, a little something on there a little bit. And right now I could use a Lil Wayne sample. You don't own his masters anymore. No disrespect to the boy, to Weezy, But like I said, man, I just, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to make sure I do it right. So once again, back to your point, when you hear Wayne Fowler, you're gonna say, yo, this Wayne. Yeah. Yo, that's Wayne in his bag right now. Like, you know what I mean? So
I think you are in your bag because you've had a busy year because you've dropped twice already this year, or is it 3?
Yes, sir. It would have been 3. This is the thing. When you wasn't watching part 1 was supposed to come out on my birthday in March. Like it was supposed to come out in March, but when the world shut down, I was thinking to myself, like, well, fuck, this might not be the good time. Plus the protest and you know what I mean? That's why the Lil Baby song went so crazy. You know what I mean? Because I don't really, and not saying I don't give a fuck about that shit, but like I've been telling niggas, I've been preaching Black power and Black prosperity through my music for as long as I can remember, man. Like even on shit like so I didn't really felt like my album was matching up with the time. Like if you had some protest poetry, that was the time to drop it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when it shifted a little bit, and some of them, things, then I dropped it. That's why I got a hoodie and a fucking jean jacket on the cover of the album. You know what I'm saying? So when we put out, when you weren't watching part 2, I just felt like that was good for me because it was the right time for me to drop that. You know what I mean? Because I don't believe in stepping on artists' toes in the city. That's not my thing. So like if I see a bunch of artists finna drop the Christmas era, I say, all right, y'all get y'all shit out. You know what I mean? I'm just respectful like that. Not saying I give a fuck, but like if niggas drop, like my nigga Ray Will is finna drop, who I fuck with. My nigga Ronan is finna drop, who I fuck with. And I think somebody else finna drop. My nigga Guts finna drop, who I fuck with. So they get their shit off. I'm coming, you know what I mean? And I'm dropping 2-3 every year. So, and I don't know, bro. It's gonna go crazy.
I love that you do that because I think that's something that we had talked about a long time ago, listening to Currency, how he was doing like a tape a month or a track a month or whatever. And
I wish I could do it.
Yeah, but I like how you're doing it because you're doing it how it works for you and how you're able to consistently put out music, but also stay at a high level to where the sound doesn't become diluted because you're putting out so much content.
Exactly. And I think that's another point that somebody told me because I was talking to my one homie L, who did a lot of production on a couple of my albums earlier, but like he's doing crazy shit with like Sean and Early Mac and like he's doing crazy shit. But I talked to him and I was like, bro, I wanted to drop 6 in a year. Like I wanted to drop 6 times in a calendar year. But when doing that, you had to strategically feel like, well, what is this project going to sound like?
Right.
It can't sound like this one. It can't sound like the one you do in March because this is the one for January. So it has to be a totally different vibe. It's kind of like got to change with the seasons. And I haven't figured out how to do that with more than maybe 4 projects in a calendar year. So I could do 4 and have them all be different and drop them in specific quarters. But at the same time, I don't want to dilute my sound. But nobody kind of manages me. Nobody tells me what to do and what not to do. So I can technically do what I want, because the people who like what I do, they catch the vibe from it regardless. So I would love to do 12. Don't get it twisted. I could probably do 12. I mean, they wouldn't be.
I know.
Man, I could do 12, bro.
I know you could do. You could probably got 12 in the tuck right now.
Man, I got one in the tuck right now. That's what I'm saying. I could do 12. I really could. But the thing about that is we in this COVID shit, bro. So I can't just run to the booth when I want to. You know, like I had to make that schedule that time. So like when I see shit peaking, I don't go to the studio. When I see shit coming down, then I sneak in the morning. And when I do go to my sessions, I go early in the fucking morning. So I'm the first person in the studio after it's been cleaned. Right. You know what I mean? So like consciously, and I'm knocking out a project in my session. So, you know, I may have to book 3 hours for a session because I'm about to get in 7 records. You know what I mean? Or I'm about to get in 8 records, and I may drop a project that has 6 on it, but I didn't got rid of 2 of them because I want to have more to choose from. So,
but that's still 6 quality songs.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you 6 quality joints, bro.
It's like
I'm gonna give you 6 quality joints.
It's like when Pusha puts out Daytona. Yeah, it wasn't a long album, but it was 7 bangers, bro. Like,
7 bangers.
Like you put out a 6-song EP, and that's 6 fire songs right there.
Like, and that's just my vibe, man. And it doesn't take me long to make music. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to be in this pocket where I'm like, and I found myself riding home 2 weeks ago, listening to instrumentals that I was gonna write over. But then I thought to myself, like, I got a whole fucking project sitting on my iPhone right now that I haven't even dropped, and it's completed. So I have to learn that, like, this is done. Let it cook. I'm a crock pot rapper, meaning like I'll finish it and then let it simmer. And when I mean let it simmer, I'll go back and listen to it again. Like, oh, I need a dub. I need to ad-lib this. Mm-hmm. This need another verse. This need a hook right here. And then I'll release it. You know what I'm saying? But I get it done quick and then have to go back and then kind of play around with it. But it's done. I'm just playing around with pieces and adding spices and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you get, like when you hear Martin Lawrence, I recorded Martin Lawrence probably in fucking February. Like it was done, like it was a session that I had in February that I did 8 records and used none of them for when you weren't watching part 1. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, when you weren't watching part 2, but I did it. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy how I do shit, but I think I'm a crock pot rapper. I be leaving shit in a pot and letting it chill before I give it to people.
I'm the same, because that's the same way that I take with their approach to like doing the clothes, like a collection. Like you see, this year 2020 has been the most that I've dropped.
It has, and I ain't gonna lie to you, that's the most I've seen you drop. Yeah.
Like, but everything that dropped has already been done for a year.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting with it. So I think about it's because, like you said, it's all about the timing of things.
Right.
Where am I at to like where am I personally at to think about how to get this out that I created when I was somewhere else. So just taking the time to make sure like it's all developed. So for instance, like all the more sport inspired stuff that I dropped this year, like all of the first part of those baseball tees have been done for a year plus. And then like 10 months ago was like the other stuff. So having the first part of it be ready to drop and then continue to do that, but in a very certain particular type and frame. It's the same with crockpot.
It's the same crockpot idea, and I think motherfuckers don't understand that. I think we looking at rap and we're looking at merch and we're looking at all of this stuff like popcorn. That's why I don't cop everything that comes out. Like I'm to the point right now, like when it comes to sneakers or, you know, or something new, like I'm not the guy that like is going to, even a lot of collabs. Like there's a couple J collabs that I want that I could possibly buy, you know what I mean? But like a lot of that shit for me has to feel like I'll be able to fuck with it years from now. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of my clothes, my flannels, I'm gonna be able to wear for the rest of my life. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My sneakers, I can wear for the rest of my life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people gotta start looking at shit that way.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you start looking at shit that way, it's like a polo. Right now, you could have a white polo with the blue man on it and wear it from now until your deathbed, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? Like, understanding it. That is music. That's art. That's fashion. That's, you know, that's movie, cinema. Your favorite movie probably came out in 2000. You know what I'm saying? Like,
years ago.
You're right. You know what I mean?
He came out like, what, 95?
It's your favorite movie. You know what I mean? And that's, I don't think people understanding that. That's why it's like, what's hot is okay. Like, the new Drake shit, the merch that just dropped is fire. But am I really wanting to have that? Like, will I really want to wear that when it's all said and done? Or would I want to wear my homie shit? Yeah. Or do I got a snapback that resembles the Lakers shit, but it's my homie shit? And he made it the year they won the championship in 2020. Like, bro, like all of that, bro, all of that shit matters, bro. And I think that we got to start focusing in on shit. Like, my Impala's a fucking 09, and that's the reason why I'm taking so good care of it, because that I can pass that bitch down if I do what I need to do for it. I could be able to drive it for another 5 years. You know what I mean? Like, but back to your point about the crock pot, that is such a fire analogy for life as we know it right now.
Well, because we're in such a microwave era where it's like everything is hot for a minute and then boom, it's done.
Hot.
It's over, bro.
It's done.
It's over. When I have shit in the house where you can come back to and be like, oh yeah, that shit was dope. Like I go back to how I approach things with clothes. Like, I make something that I want to wear next year. Because a lot of times, like, I'll even say it, I've made a lot of shit where when it come out, and people like, I don't even really like it anymore.
Yeah.
I want to make shit that at this time next year, like,
it's still fire.
That's hard. That's the approach I did with the hat, the approach with the jersey, the hoodies, all that shit is just classic approach to new shit.
Pieces, man. That's how it should be, bro.
Yeah, because that's how my regular wardrobe is. Like, a lot of shit I've had for a long time, but I always knew how to buy pieces to wear hella different ways.
Hella different ways, bro.
Like,
yes.
No need.
I got the same flannel. I just be swapping my hoodies out underneath that bitch, bro. Period. Like, it just, but it's gonna hit. You know what I mean? So, and I know all of this shit is material and it's gonna fall apart after a while, which I get. You know what I mean? Like, shit, it just naturally happens. But at some point, we got to start understanding that, you know, we can't jump on everything. Like, when I look, especially when I look at sneakers, like, I see people that cop every pair that drops. For what, though?
For what?
Like, what are the blue 13s going to mean 20 years from now? Like, what are they really going to mean to you, bro? Was this a shoe that you had to have growing up? Was this the shoe that your big cousin had and used to wear them around the house? Like, a lot of that shit, bro, you had the black cement 3s years before they put the fucking motherfucking Nike on the heel tab, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so for me, that shoe, I wear it and I beat it up because and it's still fire to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, niggas just, we live in such a weird era right now, bro, that if I can resell it for $100, then it's fire.
Well, that's the thing.
But it's not, though.
It's the resell and hype era that we've been in.
Yeah, it is. Super hype era.
Oh, Barnesy and I were actually talking about it because we were talking about ones on the first episode, how, like, he has a pair of dead stock ones because that he doesn't wear because he always wears his beat pair. I was like, my ones, I wore them shits as snow boots for a while. Like,
bro, I love ones to beat, bro.
So much better after you.
So much better.
I wear them. I hopped a fence in my Geigers. And my Saturday, I hopped the fence in those shits. My first 001s, I wore them shits all the time. That's like a fire.
And they look fire like that, man.
Fire. They look so fucking good.
Yes, bro.
Good. I think it's just, you know, the way that social media and everything is because people get lost in it. People don't necessarily buy things because they like it. They want to buy it because it gets likes on Instagram or
exactly
for the resale. I think it really takes away from the true, like, I hate to say it, culture of shit.
Yeah. Because somebody told me the other day the ones are dead. Somebody told me that they died. And I was like, I was thinking and I was like,
That's
Motherfucker might have a point.
Yeah.
Motherfucker might have a point that the ones died, and not disrespecting the legacy of the Jordan 1.
It's just
but have they killed it?
Yep, they killed it. Yeah. And then people who
killed it?
People who aren't even really into shoes and shit will be having like, oh yeah, I got these ones, and they come out with these crazy colorways. I'm like, yo, like this shit's not really fire, bro. Like
it's not, bro.
Fire.
It's not. The only ones that I'm probably still gonna grab, and I hate to say this, and my wife is probably gonna kick my ass when I do, but the Trav Highs, I want those bad. And then I also want the Off-White, the Chicago's. I want those bad.
The white ones, the French, or the
oh my God, the Euro release.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people, and I'm saying, regardless of what you get it because you like it, not because it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm at with this shit, bro.
Yeah, that's all.
That's where I'm at.
All the shoes that I've copped recently from when those Vapor Streets came out. When those Off-White Vapor Streets came out, I really wanted the Off-White 4s. Couldn't get them, but I got the 5s.
Yeah, I'm crazy.
And I got those.
Them hard. Those are hard, bro.
Which ones?
I like both colors, but I like the cream joints a little bit better than the black ones. But they're both fire though.
Yeah.
But see, like for me, I love 5s though. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, cause I'm Fresh Prince era. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that was the era for me. Like, you know what I mean? Remember when it wasn't about the fit, it was about the kicks? Like, do you remember? Niggas don't remember that era at all, bro.
Yo, look at my shoes. Like,
like it wasn't even about the fit, bro. It was about the kicks, bro. Like, I have this shit that fucking Will Smith was wearing on Fresh Prince. Some of it was fire. Don't get it twisted. You would rock some of it. But some of that shit you would not put on your back. Mm-hmm. But it was the sneakers that did it, bro. Yeah, like, and I don't think people we're not. And then I think social media has fucked a lot of shit up too. Yeah. Because now, like, you see these celebrities that get everything, and you feel like you're supposed to have everything, and you're not. Like,
bro, they're not.
You're not supposed to have everything, bro.
They're like, oh yeah, I've been wearing shit. Like, bro, you just got buddy and just went and bought all them shoes.
Bro, you're not a sneakerhead because you got $100 million. You can buy everything. You're not, bro. You're not. I'm tired of seeing that. No. Now don't get it twisted. Now, if I get that roll, don't go. I'm gonna have everything, but I know what this shit means, bro. Moving forward, like
you'll get the shit that like I really like want.
Yeah,
I couldn't get. It's that type.
Yeah, because bro, between me and you, now that we own sneakers, I was thinking about a time where I was gonna sell all of my shoes, but my Breads, my Royals, my Shadows, my Chicagos. I was only gonna have 4 pair of shoes, bro. I was gonna offload my entire collection and just have 4 the OG colorway Jordan 1s. Like, that's all I was gonna have in my closet.
That's really all you need, for real.
That's for real. If you got them 4, bro, you really are solid, man. But my shatterback board, shit like that, I was gonna keep like maybe 6 pair of sneakers, but then I thought about it like, man, I'm giving away my history, bro. Like, I can't offload my history being a person, bro. You know what I'm saying, on this earth. So I don't know, man. Shoes in general is live, bro. It's a live concept, but back to the point, bro. If they might be dead, I bought the biohacks. I did because I like them. I like the biohacks, so I bought those. But when you start seeing shit like that, then you know, like, not that they running out of ideas, but yeah.
I think that the era of I like the era of when they did like the Nigel Sylvester ones and like that whole.
Oh my God, them cream ones.
Yeah, when they did like the energy program, I think that was the best time of the ones and just what Jordan was doing.
Oh my God, them hard.
Changed.
The Lances, the black ones and the white ones, nigga.
But like the
whole shit.
The landscape of everything, I think, has changed now from
Yeah.
fashion and like to music. I, I had this this thought. And I think I talked about it with some people before. It's it's very easy to get on now for the worst shit. So
Yeah.
when you have, I hate that people who have really good music sometimes are forced to do really fucking dumb shit because
Yeah.
the landscape has changed. People want to know what type of antics and shit you're on before they even.
What you can do. Yeah. What you're willing to do to get on. Like, and for me, bro, my soul is one thing that I battle with consciously, even in making good versus stupid decisions, even being a married nigga out here in this world where a lot of people don't believe in that shit, and you could bump into situations that could cause you to fuck your shit up. But my soul is one thing that I try to pride myself on, and I'm not doing no dumb shit out here for nobody, bro. I don't give a fuck who a nigga is, bro. Like, I'm to the point right now where it's like, shit just has to make sense, bro. If it doesn't make sense or I feel like myself extending for something, you know how you feel that shit like you're reaching further than the person is reaching to you,
Yeah,
then it's over with.
yeah.
I'm not going no more, bro.
Well, I think it's a
That's
maturity thing, man. Like we're now at the time where, like I said, we've gone through a lot of shit. People grow up, and as you experience things, it's maturity. That maturity
yeah,
aspect really comes into how you go about your music, how you go about your clothes, your personal brand, and everything
yeah,
like that. Because you can see a lot of this shit happens by people that are just young and dumb. Like, as a cliche, like people do
yeah,
because they're just young
yeah.
and dumb. But when it comes to, but it's personal
But
growth.
think about all the people that's on right now, though. Yeah. I think about a lot of people that's on right now. When you look at the people who on, when I say on, I mean like motherfuckers who really impact the culture. I'm gonna say 80, not 80, 70% of these motherfuckers is young.
Mm-hmm.
That's really like that you see talking about Birkin bags and like the Lamborghini trucks and all that type of shit. Like that is the like they've manipulated the culture to make you think like if you don't have it now, you're trash. Like, you know what I mean? If you don't have the Birkin, or you don't have the J's, or you don't have the watch right now, or you don't have the car, or you don't have the house right now, you're trash. And I think that that's fucked everybody up. So now they're doing whatever. I can only imagine LA right now, LJ. I know LA probably like it's reasons why people don't like it, but I know you probably see motherfuckers out there every day like, oh damn, it didn't this LA life it fucked them up.
Oh
Or
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, like they're fucked up now because they just tried to do everything under the sun to be popping,
yeah.
and they don't have $100 million in the bank to live like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Still,
niggas ain't looking within their means. It's crazy shit, bro.
well, I think that, cause, like I said, that comes with maturity and just personal growth. You have to.
Right.
I'm like, but I also say that knowing that you and I, we're different than a lot of people, to where we have seen shit and we haven't had shit before. Like, so a lot of
Yeah.
things that I have, like, cool, that shit don't fucking impress me. I'm not impressed
Yeah.
by your material
Right.
shit. What have you done?
Me
Like,
either.
what did you
Not for
create?
real.
What are you actually doing? I could give a fuck
Right.
if you have X, Y, or Z type of bag. I don't give a fuck what
Yes.
cool, you have shoes.
And that is a good ass point, my nigga. That's a great point
What are you
because,
doing?
like, when I was a kid, man, I used to go to Kenwood before it was Kenwood old, and then before I would get there, my grandpa would take me through Amberley Village.
Yeah.
But I seen fucking mansions at like fucking 12 and 13 years old. I know what a fucking estate looks like. I know what a fucking water fountain in front of your crib look like. So when I see one, it ain't tripping. So now when I come back to Cincinnati, when I first went to Cali, I didn't really go and see what I wanted to see. Like this second time I went, when I met Child up there, I went and saw shit. I wanted to see where the richest people in America live. So we drove through the hills, bro. There's nothing anybody in Cincinnati can do to me here that would make me feel incompetent, bro. No, nobody. Until I pull up to your shit and it stretches a block. I don't know what neighborhood that is, LJ. But if you like leave West Hollywood and you go I think it's left. So if I'm leaving where we met y'all at, right? And go left up that street.
Yeah.
I don't know what area of LA that is.
Going towards like UCLA and like the Hollywood Hills and shit right there.
Bro, yeah, I think that's where I was.
Yeah.
I'm talking about this shit was so massive. I was like, bro, who the fuck lives there? Like, they don't get paid like me. They don't get paid every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that to me is wealth. Like, that to me is wealth. And until I'm not gonna feel no way about anything anybody has until I see that. And if it's one of my niggas, I'm gonna say, bro, how can I live like this? And if it's not one of my niggas, I'm gonna be like, bro, congratulations, because that is what makes, you know what I'm saying? What separates people's pockets. And that's another point. Let's tap to this. Let's talk about this. I'm tired of niggas talking about people's pockets and telling you what you should or should not be able to afford, bruh. Yeah. Just because a motherfucker don't want to spend some money on some dumb shit don't mean they cannot afford it, bruh.
It's pocket watchers. People are.
Bro, I hate that. And don't tell me what I can and can't afford, bro. Just because you have it doesn't mean I have to have it too. Yeah. Enjoy your shit.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't give a fuck. Like, it's okay, bro. It is really nice. It's dope. You know what I mean? That's do you, bro. But for me, wealth for me would be to have a condo in LA I could just go to and bring my wife 3-4 times a year. Like, that to me is when I feel like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm getting money now, bro. Or the vacation when I want a vacation. And it's not once a year, but whenever.
And it's how you did it. You had the growth and maturity to do it your way and the right way.
Yeah, man.
You didn't have to do any dumb shit. You didn't have to reach. You didn't have to cloud chase. You didn't have to do any ridiculous antics or whatever.
These niggas is cloud chasing like a motherfucker, bro. But it's okay, though, because you see the niggas who cloud chase and see what they look like now. Have you seen Famous Dex in a picture? Have you seen like what he looks like as a person? This nigga looks fucked up. These niggas is fucked up. LJ, what is wrong with these niggas, bro?
You are addicts out here, bro.
They are. It's for real.
But it's the lack of maturity. It's not having experience.
Oh my God.
What did Gucci say? You can't get lost in the sauce. People get lost.
You can't get lost in the sauce. But what do you say else? He said you can't get lost in the sauce, but if you ain't got no sauce, you lost. This shit is fucking crazy, bro. Like, that's why I'm gonna just chill. I'm gonna drink my green tea. I'm gonna fucking smoke. I'm a grind. I drink my weed. So like I do weed tea. I'm gonna drink my weed tea. Nigga, I'm gonna write my bars. I'm gonna save my money. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make sure my son got some J's. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just chill, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, growth. That's maturity. That's maturity. You're taking care.
You know what I mean?
You're taking care of the things that really fucking matter, man. Like,
that's all I'm gonna do, bro.
All the distractions. I want to do what I have to do so I can be able to do what the fuck I want to do. Be able to do my own shit, man. Like,
perfect.
I'm not gonna. Everything else, if it don't have anything to do with what the fuck I really want to do,
I'm cool on that shit, bro. Straight up.
I'm not gonna be sad. I don't have to be out anywhere. I want to go out just for the sake of going out. It's just for me because I need it to tone out.
That's how I feel, dog.
I want to do what I have to do.
That's it. And I think too, I was talking to my one homeboy about this. We was talking about like peace. You know what I mean? Like your peace. Like what is peaceful for you? And then not only what's peaceful for you, but what affects that peace. So it's like when you go home and lay down and you at peace, like, damn, I had a good ass day. Today was cool. I made some shit. I fucking dropped some merch off to a couple people. I had a couple Zoom calls. I had some meetings. You know, I posted some on Instagram. You know what I mean? I got some likes. I made a connection on social media. I talked to my homeboys. I made a talk to my mom on the phone. Boom, I had a good day. Now think about shit that would fuck that day up. That's the shit I'm not trying to be involved with, bro.
Exactly.
Like anything that's gonna fuck up a good day like that, I don't want to be involved with it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And just understanding the difference between those for me has been a big revelation because it's like You know, like, and I think the cool thing about me and you is like, I won't talk to you for like 2 or 3 months, and then we'll talk to each other and then act like we just seen each other the other day, right? But I think a lot of niggas be expecting people to like, I can't call niggas every day. But then when you really, like now during core and COVID, I know niggas is figuring out who they real people is. Like during COVID, if you haven't broken down who is your nigga and who isn't, or who's cool with you, or even family members, like who's the people you can depend on or who you can't, then you haven't really understood what this has meant for motherfuckers' lives. So I learned that shit so bad, even when my son came. You know what I mean? Like when I had my son, it was niggas that I fucked with all the way up, and then my son hit, boom, COVID hit, and then niggas was asking me like, bro, why you ain't been around? Well, what do you mean? Why I haven't been around, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't say no shit like that to me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But it's real. So I'm just glad that the niggas I really have linked with are still cool, like, and niggas is still healthy. Because a couple of my niggas now caught COVID, literally, like, and we don't know how they gonna turn out because they got a quarantine, can't be around nobody. So we just got it.
And I have an aunt and 2 cousins that got it.
Damn, bro.
One of my good friends in New York got it as soon as that shit hit. She was down bad for a while. Like, this shit is real.
This shit real, bro.
This shit is
it's real. And I was supposed to come out there. Matter of fact, I was supposed to come in March, bro. I was supposed to come in March, bro. I was gonna come kick it with you and Bargy, bro, for my birthday.
I remember you
told me, bro. COVID stopped a lot, but I understood because it allowed us to start really like tapping into like what's important. You know what I mean? Creating is important.
There were no more distractions, able to focus and reset and really get on it.
And really tap in. So I don't know, man. I don't know what the future will hold for this shit, but I know one thing is my real niggas is my real niggas, and I'ma always have their back, bro. Period. 100, bro. I'ma still create. I'ma still do my music, you know, because I want to leave a legacy for my son. And I think that the more I make music is the more that it start to be important that when he becomes of age and he be like, I'll be like, your dad be spitting. What you mean? And he go back and like listen to all my shit and be like, damn, Pops was nice. Like, you know what I mean? Or whatever. He was talking to these niggas at one point in time in his life. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, and I'm smart enough to understand that we can't rap forever. Like we can't, like things they must evolve. I mean, you can create forever. And I think that's the difference between like creatives and a rapper. And I don't want to be just a rapper forever. Like I want to morph and turn into, you remember Animorphs, the book, where it'd be like a person and then there'd be a bird at the end of that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like I want to morph into, I feel like I'm a creative, but I don't give my creative gene enough space sometimes because I'm always in rapper mode. Like, you know what I mean? Competition wise. But I think for 2021, that is my goal, is to morph into more of a creator, like a content. You know what I mean? Like how you create lookbooks and then this right here, like you're a creator and I want to morph into that, but also still be the rapper, right? But just figure out how to create versus just rap. So sometimes I feel like I'm in that box a little bit, like where I'm consciously asking people, so like, you know, what is this missing? But as a creator, you can figure that out consciously without really having to ask. And not saying not getting people's opinion, but more so just walking into my space as a creative versus just a rapper. So
when you get there, you'll know it. It'll arrive for sure. And then you'll just create something else and it will feel right.
Yeah. And that's my point. I think that's what I'm kind of tossing and turning a little bit right now with understanding, like, yeah, I can rap, I can pick beats, but what's next for me? Is it production? You know what I mean? Is it content creation? Because I know what beats sound hard. So I feel like if I got into a vibe and I took a class about how to really, you know what I mean? How to like figure out what all of this shit on this board means. And man, listen, bro, I'll be on some other shit. But that may be the next plateau for me, you know, getting rights to use samples and buying get me a beat machine and then these type of things and like really locking in that or transition into content creation. So I don't know, bro. It's gonna be an interesting 2021, man. It's gonna be sexy though. It's gonna be real sexy though. It's gonna be lit though.
Man, thanks for fucking tapping in with me, bro. Thanks for.
Man, you already know, bro. It's all love, man. I fuck with you the longest way, bro. Remember when we used to cop nasty 89-cent tall boy beer, bro? And we would have a Cotty joint. So we take all our Cotties and roll those bitches up, man, and smoke that and have a beer and just kick game. The motherfuckers done came a long way, man. Now niggas got chains and shit on and shit. They own merch and shit now, nigga. I don't even go to the store no more, man. I am the store, nigga.
Yo, man, I'm looking forward to the fucking music that you got coming out, man.
Send me yeah.
Let me know what the fuck is up. Tell Xavier I said what's up.
Man. I'll tell him, bro. I would have had him, but he wouldn't have sat still the whole time, bro.
You little baby.
he wouldn't have sat still the whole time, man. But I would just want to say thank you for allowing me to talk my shit just for a minute. You know, just a great conversation with a great person. You're an amazing dude. You've always showed me nothing but love. It's just been a joy to, you know you this long and see your growth. Not only as a man, but as an individual who's a creator and just want to extend your message. Because I think your message, sometimes people don't really get outside of the clothes. And I think that, you know, not only for a Black man to be interested in hockey and then pushing the history that you've had with the sport into your brand, when it's all said and done and you meet a Virgil or you meet one of these guys and you know what I mean, a Jerry Laurent, and then you really sit down and talk to them about what you've done, man, people gonna cry and shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people gonna cry when they really, really, really understand what you were trying to do. Cause you're pushing agenda. Like, you know what I mean? You're pushing like moving away from the norm and what's stereotypical, you know, for men in our culture. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't really talk about. That's why when you do shit, I be posting my cousin David, who like is hockey up and down. Like, he a beast. He just ain't that tall, but he's a beast. And I really, really hope that motherfuckers really start to understand like not only what that means, but what it means to you. Cause it's bigger, bro. And I feel it with every drop. I understand it. I seen the hard work. I seen the grind. And then, man, I just wish you continued success, blessings. And we just gonna keep cooking, man. When they wasn't looking, we was still cooking. All right, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, love, man. Salute, man. Stay safe out there, bro. I'll talk to you in a minute, bro.
Peace.
Yeah, peace.